Hello everyone, I'm back again with another unboxing kind of a project thing, sort of thing. So what this is the uh, AI projects voice kit from Google. Really, it's just a Raspberry Pi board and speaker. Um this particular kit is basically expected to be a smart speaker. Google did what they called the Vision Kit, which is a camera. Um, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, but outside factors have prevented me from doing so. And since I've still got I've still got three Raspberry Pi 3 B pluses that I've been trying to figure out a project to do with it. I figured that something like this is probably the best start, um, to really get into the Raspberry Pi. So we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing, and then we're gonna put this whole thing together. Uh, Since some years ago, I bought both the voice kit and the vision kit for my nephew, and I decided that I should go ahead and try to get into this for myself. So what we have here is the Magpie Essentials book. Uh, so that's interesting. I didn't know that it had some code samples in here. That's interesting. Looks like it's pretty much this is also the instruction manual as well. Tells you about the Google AIY projects voice kit. Uh, is meant to be used with a Raspberry Pi Model B. So close enough to what I already have. Okay. So we have the speaker. I don't know how big this is. So this is going to be the case the for the smart speaker, this cardboard. This is probably going to be on for the inner side of it. Here we have the board. This is it's 25. Is it 25 or I think it's 25 pin connector. You'd see this on the board. This would basically plug into a Raspberry Pi board on this connector, this end of the connector. There you have a screw terminal for the speaker and push button. So this is the voice hat. So this is definitely meant to beyond the basic putting together the speaker, that you would probably integrate this into some Raspberry Pi project that you start working on or tinkering with. Okay, we have our cables. These look like plastic standoffs, probably for the Raspberry Pi board itself. If you saw my unboxing for the controller, or the arcade controller boxing, you would have probably seen something like this. This is basically just screws on to the this button. Kind of retains it, holds it in place when you're mounting it to something. So a simple push button. Yeah. So that's that. This here, because I haven't seen anything like this before. I don't know what this is. But it is another terminal. Let's see. Voice hat microphone. Okay. Did we have a microphone come with this? No. All right. This is different. So I'm guessing, already guessing, that this cable is definitely going to go from here to here. I know we'll have to really look at the instructions to see that. And so this is probably, yeah, this is going to connect our button. And screw terminal 4. Screw terminal 4 speaker. And this is going to be our positive lead. Black's going to be our negative. Let's kind of see that. Fairly common in electronics. Need a. Do I need a Phillips head? Maybe I should back it out a little bit more. So the one thing about these AIY kits were they were basically really meant for not just for people who are interested in the Raspberry Pi mini computers themselves, but I think they were definitely meant for getting kids interested into electronics, and definitely learning about them. So that's the quick and dirty setup. You probably should refer to our instructions for the proper order in which to connect things, but this is pretty much kind of the basic gist of it. So oh, that's interesting. So you actually do need a Raspberry Pi. My problem is this is meant for the Raspberry Pi 3B, but do I have, actually I need to check because I had, most of mine are 3B pluses. So here is one of my Raspberry Pi 3B pluses. I did have the actual Raspberry Pi camera connected to it, but I've still got three others, so that's not kind of inconsequential. These heat sinks I bought, uh, they were third party that I got from Micro Center. This is definitely wireless internet. Uh, you have a micro USB, HDMI, speaker output. And so, going back to the book, we are supposed to do the standoffs. I actually do have a Raspberry Pi stackable sort of case situation, but we'll follow the book just fine. And so what this is called is the GPIO connector. I believe here, these connectors here are my Raspberry Pi 3B. I believe this is power over Ethernet. So there's actually a separate hat that you can use. I do have micro SD card already. I probably need to go through, flash it again. My laptop is currently not set up for that. But we'll go ahead, connect this up. Come on. Yep, standoffs in. And going back to the book, attach the speaker wires. We've already got the speakers attached and screwed down. The cable for the button is already down, as well as the microphone. And so now we assemble the box. So I think one thing that is key, at least in the case of the of this AIY kit, is that they should definitely have explained that you would have needed a separate Raspberry Pi on the box, but because I already had one on hand, it's not a big deal. So, microphone, speaker, button, and now we have this, which is where everything's going to go. Alright, so we will go ahead and start assembling on the box, or the case for it, the whole unit. And besides the instruction manual, you can kind of see how it's marked out as in the order in which you should fold the blocks. Okay. Same thing here. This is basically kind of tells you the order in which you fold everything up. So, Raspberry Pi. It's going to go there. Maybe I better check the manual for that. Alright. Definitely helps to have the instruction manual for this part. For this part of the process. So that little flap there. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. The speaker. We'll go in like that. Raspberry Pi itself will go there. And I need to flip my Raspberry Pi. There we go. And then our microphone will probably go here. going to try to drop it in. Try to. Alright, we're going to mount the button to the top. And I'm checking, making sure everything kind of aligns right. And everything does seem to be aligning right. Power and HDMI. Access to the SD card. Yeah, it's looking a little funky. And so the instructions tell you how to properly wire up the button for the Raspberry Pi. There we go. Make sure they're seated all the way. And so the mic board is supposed to go here, as you can see, labeled on the cardboard case. Except I have no way of. So the instructions tell you to use a double-sided tape. I don't have any double-sided tape, and I don't have any glue. To mount this, but since we're not going to necessarily be turning it on, because I'd have to go through reflash my micro SD card, we'll go ahead and kind of button her up as is. And so that's kind of what the finished product will look like. Is this you'll go through and make sure you flash your SD card. You'll have to also most likely go into the settings, kind of like the BIOS for it, to make sure it recognizes that hat that connects the uh, the speaker as well as the microphone for this whole kit. Now, because I can't put it on screen for you as a screenshot, I will show you the code snippet that, or one of the code snippets for this product. And that's this down here. If I remember correctly, I believe one of the things that Raspberry Pi really works with as far as coding is concerned, it works with Python. So I don't know specifically if this is Python or not, but this is going to be the coding, some code snippets for you to use. So that's not necessarily outside the scope of this channel, but I will be doing some videos on some coding sometime in the future. So look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.